Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we're gonna be, the wild and crazy here is not really in our setup or anything. It's more in the fact that,
I'll just keep an eye out while you're busy.
thanks, Mia, is the fact that, the fire value here can go absolutely bonkers, with what we have running. So, this is how you get to the highest, fire value in the game. You have the Burning Disaster, equipped with a fire chrome, a Scothic chrome, and so what you can see here is you see 80 on the card. What that means is that's a 50% increase to your damage, but you have to take into account the fact that it is fire. And then you have 10% when you're focused from fire buff. You can get 5% increase from Inferno Blade. You get 5% from flame cartridge. And so when it's all said and done, you have 70% from flame weapon, you get 80% from fire buff, you get 85% from Inferno Blade, a charge attack, and then you get another 5% for 90% total increase to your damage up on your weapon here, which what that would look like would be 130. Is that right? No, 125. Let's see, 125 minus 35 is 90 plus 5, 95. Okay, so 115 on the card. So 115, what am I doing? Not this, this. So 115 on the card would be here. When you're focused and you have the cartridge and the Inferno Blade charge attack running. So what you do here to find out the percentage is you take this value minus 35 and then add 5. So you can just add or subtract 30, I guess. So 125 then, or yeah, 125 then would be your value, or 120. 120 would be your value minus 30, yeah. So that's how you can figure out what your value percentage-wise is here. So here, 80 minus 30 is 50, so that's how you know you're at a 50% increase to your value. So the nice thing is that you can get up almost to 100% fire damage, but you can't quite absolutely get there. Now, the other interesting thing here is Eternal Blade Dance. This operates the same thing exactly as Blade Dance, where it increases your damage by 5%, increases it 7.5% if you're using a gifted weapon. But the different thing about it is it works on dodging, as you can see here, but it has to be, it's only useful when Blade Dance is active. You can't use it just to dodge an enemy and do regular attacks and such. Blade Dance has to absolutely be active, so right now Blade Dance and Eternal Blade Dance are not active, so there's no point in actually dodging an enemy. So you have to make sure that your Blade Dance is actually active in order to actually take advantage of the full 5% for the dodge, and then the 5% for the attack. Okay, now you definitely want to be doing the first attack there, because it is a very, very wide sweeping strike, and that is how you can go ahead and hit enemies around you and such. Whoops. Okay, I'm not hitting anything here. There we go. Okay, and Blade Dance is almost ready. Okay, we'll go ahead and get this guy, and we'll go for Blade Dance into the next guy here, and let's go for the charge attack here. Okay, so that's another 5%, and we'll do this, and so we have double gift extension on our flame cartridge there, so that's nice. And it probably will run out before we're actually able to do anything here. Oh, okay. But we'll get a good look at our fire weapon here and see what our value is. 105. So again, if we get focused, we get an extra. If we get focused, we get an extra 10% from fire buff. So that's very nice. We'll get rid of those guys quickly. And we'll save the Boreal Brute for up top, just to be safe, and we'll play him the right way this time. I always get hit by that. I rarely get hit by both of those. Okay. Wow, that definitely was not how that was supposed to go at all. Good job, Mia. Okay, let's just go ahead and heal here, since that we're off to a really bad start there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our double gift extension going here before we go for other items here. We'll go for the drains first and foremost, so we can get the most out of our slashes with the disaster here. Okay, and it's really good that we have access to morale boost, because most blood codes don't, and it's a really good thing to get you an extra 50 stamina. And if you're in a really bad way, you can use it to actually get all your stamina back in one go. Whoa. But the burning disaster as an actual slashing attack weapon is very good. However, it is very heavy at 33 pounds here, or weight units, and so if you were using that versus an actual enemy, your options are this or a one-handed sword, and so there's really no super benefit over this over a one-handed sword. Ouch. Yes, I know. Okay, he's gonna dance, so that's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and heal then while he's doing that. Okay, he's probably gonna kill Mia. Or he's just gonna kill himself. Never mind. These guys. Sometimes they're absolutely ridiculous, and other times they just do dumb stuff like that, where it just removes them from the game altogether, and it's no big deal. Okay, we're almost focused for that extra 10%. And these things, remember, resist slash pretty hard. They are weak to crush, remember? And so since we're doing slash damage here with our burning disaster, it really is not in our best interest for going against the spike balls to do it in such a way, but going for fire against them definitely helps to get the damage out that we're missing. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal here. Why not? I mean, we have time, we have access to it, we might as well do it. And this will come in very handy versus Nicola, to have a huge amount of stamina available to us, while at the same time we'll be able to have a huge amount of damage as well. So 12,000 pretty much on a backstab there, that's pretty good. Okay, we'll go for double gift extension morale boost here. That's very good. So having 2.25 times our extensions here means that Blade Dance and Eternal Blade Dance, for that matter, will be active for over 60 seconds here, which is really good, because they aren't very active. So we'll go for them here. So every time we strike the enemy, we'll get an extra 5% increase in our damage, and that will be permanent until Blade Dance disappears. Also, if we dodge an enemy, like, whoops, not like that, maybe like almost that, then we could have gotten an extra 5% for free, but instead I actually died. So not exactly the best trade in how this gift set goes together. Okay, and I didn't even get an attack there that I could dodge because he was up over my head. So again, you see that Eternal Blade Dance is not really truly worth it here. It's really, whoops. It's really a very unique kind of a gift overall. And this boy is getting excited here. Now we only have one gift extension running. So, oh, whoops. Okay. And let's go ahead and get our sword. Okay.
Lost nearby. Be careful.
Maybe we can get a backstab here and get him to restand here. Whoops. Okay, we got Blade Dance active, so that's good. We'll go ahead and wail away on him here as soon as he stands up. And you'll see the damage build up here very, very quickly. Okay. Whoops. Okay, but you can see there that it definitely is a great way to go about burning these guys down, because you can absolutely destroy them with the amount of damage that will stack up in a very short amount of time. And because we have a stamina of almost 300, yeah, 300, 305 to be exact, and if we go for a stamina booster here, then we can get a huge amount of stamina at 355, so we can do some really good stuff overall. And let's see here. Let's see if this guy's interested. So those are just little provoking daggers that actually do a little tiny bit of damage overall. There's not really any reason to actually shoot this thing at any point in time. But the fact that we can means that we actually have some sort of a small ability here to do some fairly limited low costing ranged damage, because at the moment we absolutely do not have any kind of ranged ability, and so that is really difficult for us. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a few more backstabs here before we get into the fight. Or just one. And the difficult part here will be Nicola dealing with Mia, and so we'll have to really be on the lookout here. Okay, so we got double gift extension. Oops, don't want that. Want this. Good. Okay, and we'll go for this, and then we'll go for Blade Dance kind of during the fight. Okay. Here we go. Oh, and of course everything happened to end immediately here as we got into the fight. Okay, we'll need to go for our drains here, so we can get our I-core back. There we go. Good, and he's gonna go down here for a second, so the damage will be able to stack up here on him, and as well as on me. Okay, let's go ahead and heal up. Now, that is really bad how we went about getting into that fight there with Nicola, but it's okay. Ouch. Oh, and we're dead. And that is why you don't go for slash against Nicola. But we're trying to make up for it in the fire arena, and that is where the difficulty comes from with Nicola, is when you run slashing weapons versus him, because you definitely don't want to be doing slash. You want to be doing pierce versus him, and since we have 0 pierce at the moment, we're definitely going to have to go for Mia on this one. So Eternal Blade Dance is literally going to do not really anything for us here, which is really sad, but that's the way it goes. Okay. Okay. And you can see that the damage is nothing. 756 is not really that great. Ouch. Okay. Ouch. But once we get up and running with Blade Dance, kind of once he gets into that stagger phase, we'll be able to do some really good damage because we're able to stack up those 5% like this. Let's let our stamina regenerate there. Ouch, I was out of stamina. Thanks, Mia. And we got that extra 10% of damage there because of fire buff, so that's nice. Ouch. Ouch. Thanks, Mia. I can't tank any of his attacks here. Alright, Mia, come on back. Let's go ahead and heal. Mia feels effective. That's very nice. Okay, let's go for our attack here. There we go. Okay, so good job, Nicola. Good fight. Good fight. You win one, we win one. It all works out. But yeah, that definitely is a fun way to play the Burning Disaster. Is to just get the huge amount of fire buffs that you could possibly get out on the thing, and it did help us there a little bit in the Nicola fight to dodge his attacks with Blade Dance active, sort of. It also sort of helped to have that fire buff, sort of. But again, these are kind of you know, pushing things to the absolute weird limits of what you can actually build out of certain setups here and stuff. So kind of weird, kind of definitely different, but it is interesting that you can get this thing to 120, and we have to be focused to actually get there. So let's go back to the training area, and I'll show you if we can actually get 120 on the card here to be active at any one time. So we need to be focused. We need to have everything kind of running here. So we'll see if we can get that to show up here. Okay, we'll get enough ichor here. Okay, good. Good. Okay. And there we go. Oh, okay, I'll take a hit. Okay. And come on. There we go. We're focused. And now this. And now let's look at the card. Where's my thing? 120. There we go. So that's the highest you can go on the Burning Disaster, or actually any weapon, to get to 90% fire. The other one you can do, whoops, is with blood. You can go blood buff. Now you can't get obviously that high. You can't get to 90%, and ice buff you can't get to 90% as well. Fire is the only one that you can get to that high level because of the Burning Disaster at a base value here being at 30%, being at 30% fire as a base value from just the full game. There's nothing else that actually goes that high. The next closest things would be you know, like the Ice Blood or the Blazing Claw or different things like that, as these have 20% value in them base, and so you can't actually get there. So instead of getting to 90, you would be able to get to 80% of that respective element here. So for like the Ice Blood, you could get to 80% ice instead of 90%. For the Bloody Snow, well, no, for the blood weapons and stuff, let's see here. Where's the huge hammer? Yeah, for the huge hammer, this is at 40, so that'd be a 10%. So the next one would be the warped blade, as this one is the highest blood value on a weapon. So this one you would also be able to get to 80% blood, or no, you would be able to get to 50, and then 20, and then 20 would be 40%. Then blood buff would be 50%. Then a blood cartridge would be 55%. I think that would be as high as you could go. With the warp blade would be 55% blood, and that would be the best you could do there, which is kind of unfortunate. And so fire and ice, for whatever reason, lightning doesn't have a weapon that's imbued from out the gate with lightning. So lightning and blood kind of lack here considerably. The only thing though with lightning is that you would be able to get it with a lightning weapon, so that'd be 20%. With the actual lightning buff, you'd be able to get 20% from this, so that'd be 40%. And then from lightning buff here, you'd get another 10%, so that'd be 50. From a charge attack on something like the Fulman blade, that'd be 55. And then cartridge here would be 60%, so you could get a little more damage out of a lightning imbued weapon. And so fire and ice are the two that you can go the highest, fire being the highest at 90%, ice being the next at 80%, lightning being at 60%, and blood being at 55%. So kind of interesting there to see how these elements kind of stack up onto their respective weapons, and when and where you would actually use these. So anyways, that's been the Burning Disaster in the Flaming Ridge here, in the Burning Ridge. and trying to get as high as you can possibly go here with the fire value. So 120 is as high as you can go. I wish you could go higher. You could probably go higher with a friend if they used a flame weapon as well. That would get you another 20%, so you could be at 110% fire value if everything was up and running simultaneously. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you tomorrow.